Hi there, kindergartners. It's Mrs. Ott, and it's time for today's interactive read aloud. Today, we'll be reading the next book in text set 25, Cumulative Tales. Do you remember Hattie and the fox? What type of animal was Hattie? What animal scared Hattie? Today's story is Henny Penny by Paul Galdone. Boys and girls, we have read a lot of books by Paul Galdone. He is an author that writes a lot of books that are folk tales and animal tales. This is Henny Penny. What type of animal are you thinking she is? I'm going to give you a little clue. There's a fox in this story too. Let's find out about the animals Henny Penny meets and if she gets scared of the fox. One day when Henny Penny was scratching among the leaves, an acorn fell out of a tree and struck her on the head. "Goodness gracious me," said Henny Penny, "the sky is falling. I must go and tell the king." So she went along and she went along and she went along until she met Cocky Locky. "Cock-a-doodle-doo, where are you going, Henny Penny?" asked Cocky Locky. "Oh," said Henny Penny, "the sky is falling, and I am going to tell the king." "May I go with you, Henny Penny?" asked Cocky Locky. "Yes, indeed," said Henny Penny. So Henny Penny and Cocky Locky went off to tell the king that the sky was falling. "May I go with you?" asked Ducky Lucky. "Yes, indeed," said Henny Penny and Cocky Locky. So Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky all went off to tell the king that the sky was falling. Boys and girls, what do you notice about the animal names? Yep, they rhyme, don't they? They went along and they went along and they went along until they met Goosey Lucy. "Honk, honk, honk! Where are you going, Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, and Ducky Lucky?" asked Goosey Lucy. "Oh, we are going to tell the king that the sky is falling," said Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, and Ducky Lucky. "May I go with you?" asked Goosey Lucy. "Yes, indeed," said Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, and Ducky Lucky. So Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, and Goosey Lucy went off to tell the king that the sky was falling. They went along and they went along and they went along until they met Turkey Lurkey. "Gobble, gobble, gobble," said Turkey Lurkey. "Where are you going, Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Lucky Ducky, Goosey Lucy?" "Oh, we are going to tell the king that the sky is falling," said Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, and Goosey Lucy. "May I go with you?" asked Turkey Lurkey. "Yes, indeed," said Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, and Goosey Lucy. So Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey went off to tell the king that the sky is falling. They went along and they went along and they went along until they met Foxy Loxy. "Where are you going, Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey?" asked Foxy Loxy. "Oh, we are going to tell the king that the sky is falling," said Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey. Do you have a prediction on what you think the fox is going to say? Okay, let's keep reading. "Aha," said Foxy Loxy, "but this isn't the way to the king. Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey. Come with me, and I will show you a shortcut to the king's palace." "Oh, good," said Henny Penny, Cocky Locky, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Turkey Lurkey. They went along and they went along and they went along until they reached Foxy Loxy's cave. In they all went after Foxy Loxy. From that day to this, Turkey Lurkey, Goosey Loosey, Ducky Lucky, Cocky Locky, and Henny Penny have never been seen again, and the king has never been told that the sky is falling. But Foxy Loxy and Mrs. Foxy Loxy and their 7 little foxes still remember the fine feast they had that day. Wow, boys and girls. What do you think about that ending? Let's think about Henny Penny. What is she like? She seems to be a little nervous. She's afraid bad things are going to happen, right? Like the sky is going to fall. Now think about Foxy Loxy. What is Foxy Loxy like? Yeah, he's very sneaky. Remember, in many folk tales, the fox is a tricky, sneaky character. I'm sure you remember that from the gingerbread tales we've read. None of the animals asked Henny Penny a question. If they had asked a question, how might it have changed the story? They never asked why she thinks the sky is falling, did they? So do you think that if they'd have known what fell on her head, that they would have gone with her to go tell the king about the sky falling? Does an acorn falling on your head mean the sky's falling? No. If Henny Penny and her friends had made it to the castle, what do you think the king would have said? He probably would have said that the sky is not falling down and that something from the tree must have just fallen on her head. Or maybe he would have been scared too. Stories like this usually have a lesson. What lesson did you learn? Things are not always as bad as they seem, and don't believe everything you hear. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's story, Henny Penny.